This is Pete Thomas from winningman.com. Listen, this is kind of the behind the scenes little video blog. So I want to tell you guys something. It's really interesting. The contestants this season, we see them, when we first see them, they're on this big, beautiful, luxury bus that they're coming into the ranch on. Everybody's got their own row. Back in season number 2, we were scrunched up into these 15-passenger vans. I mean, we felt like fat tuna. Seriously, we were packed and irritated and all of that. But here's one of the things behind the scenes. You see this season when the contestants get off the bus, they're all happy and giddy and yay. That scene alone takes forever because it gets refilmed and refilmed and refilmed. And then they say film it again and come off a little different. And then what happens is back in the editing room, they pick the best clips. So that scene alone takes forever. It's really interesting that takes forever. And then of course, the way it works is whenever you have challenges, there's somebody that's just in charge of that. And so Amanda, there on The Biggest Loser, she's in charge of the challenges. And so I think she tried to kill somebody that first day. It was kind of funny. Anyway, when Tracy fell out, I thought it was interesting that she fell out because we know that she has the ability to complete the stuff that she's, that she's supposed to do because they've gone through a litany of tests. So her falling out and her eyes rolling back in the back of her head, I'm like, okay, that's kind of interesting. I hope we don't have another Joelle on our hands, but who knows? We just never know about these things. Anyway, because Sandy was there, Sandy is the athletic trainer there for the show, I had no worry about her, actually dying, and at one point she said my knees. Anyway, that was really interesting. Really, really interesting. We'll have to see how she works out for the rest of the year. Now, what other things did I notice? Let's see. Well, for one, when we see the contestants meeting up with Bob and Jillian, we see that we're going to find out that they're actually going to train with both Bob and Jillian. Now, at some point down the road, we've got to expect that they'll switch them up and divide them up. But I'm wondering why they would do that. Maybe it's because Bob can't win. I don't know. Anyway, maybe we'll just leave that alone. All right, what else was it? Oh, I thought it was sweet. One of the things that we saw in the workout when Shay and Daniel, they were on this piece of equipment. Now, the type of equipment that is, it's called a Jacob's Ladder. That's a sweet new piece of equipment that's on the ranch this year. It's at a 40-degree angle, and so that 40-degree angle is supposed to relieve a lot of the pressure off your knees and back. It's self-powered. It's an awesome, awesome piece of equipment. In other words, when I say self-powered, the faster you go, the faster it goes. And then as you slow down, it begins to slow down as well. And so that's how you can see contestants that are above 450 pounds getting on that thing. And so it's a cardiovascular workout. Now, on the show, the favorite piece of machinery, it's created by the devil himself, is the step mill, the actual stepper. And now that thing is pitiful. It's horrible. I hate it. But this thing, this actual machine, Jacob's Ladder, might end up replacing that. Because you can actually get, you don't have to worry about your ankles and knees being jarred and all of that. So I think that's a really, really neat piece of machinery. Next, we talk about the California, what was it? The California Health and Longevity Center. Now that was just a big ad. Just want you to know that because you can see at the end that they paid for, promotional consideration, but just a big ad. And then we see that a couple of the contestants actually are talking directly one-on-one with Dr. Huizenga, but they're not at the California Health and Longevity Center. Where they're at, and it's hard to tell, but they're actually over in Sandy's office there on the ranch. So what happens is during the course of the day, if filming takes too long, sometimes they'll have to end the filming where they're at and they'll have to relocate. And so we see that with a couple of the contestants. We see, I believe it was Coach Mo, when they flashed up on the screen there how many years it was actually, how old he was, and it was on this little electronic screen. Now that's an improvement over the years because in my particular season, in season 2, they gave me a white sheet of paper and they said, hold this up. This is how old, how many years you're cutting off their life. Now they have it on electronic screen, so we just see some of the advancements that have come down the road as the show has gone on and becoming more and more popular. So I thought that was kind of neat. So we see that there are a few different behind the scenes things. Overall, the show keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and better, and you got to keep tuning in. You got to keep tuning in. Now, Carla was there last night, and she talked about, for instance, the weigh-in process. During the first week of the show, the weigh-ins, that first week varies. It could be 7 days, it could be 10 days. In the past, they've even been a little longer. I think really about 7 days is the average for the length of time that an actual week is. Now, 7 to 10 days that first week. This particular episode, I think what I heard was it was 7 days. On my season 2, that first weigh in was actually a 10-day period. And so when you see people hop on the scale and they lose, a great amount of weight in a short period of time, it's not always in 7 days. It's still a lot better than what you'll get at home because your trainer sucks. But I'll leave that alone. All right, anyway, we'll talk to you later. Just giving you guys some behind-the-scenes information. Say hi to Carla. Carla. Have a great day, and remember, this is Pete Thomas, and there is a winner within you. Say, hey, what are we doing here tonight?
We are watching season 8 premiere of The Biggest Loser. Hi everyone, I'm Carla Tripper from season 7.
Yay, everybody else wave and say hi. Hi, cool. All right, what did you think about the show?
Interesting.
That's the word. That's the word.
It's very interesting so far. It's inspiring.
So far, so good.
Makes me want to come back to show them how to kick butt.
Yeah.
Stop crying and just do
Don't
it.
Out. Quit whipping out.
Right.
Do it. Just do it.
Just gotta do it.
Cool, excellent. All right. Say bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.